is an accurate predictor of future performance.
What do you mean?
In other words, what people have done in the past is what you can expect to see in the future, unless there's a change. So I think this election is really critical.
Are you
And
suggesting that all of the people in the race have been part of the problem?
I am saying that we as citizens in this city, and I'm speaking as a lifelong citizen now, not just as a candidate, I'm saying that we as citizens need to critically evaluate everybody who's in elective office, get involved in this, ask tough questions, and then make an assessment on whether or not the past performance has been adequate, and then vote accordingly. You know, we're only going to get what we demand, not necessarily what we deserve. I mean, we deserve better. That's my opinion. That's why I'm in this race, and I know that's why other candidates are in this race. So we as citizens, and I want to make another point, and that is the role of money. We can't allow this city to be sold to the highest bidder. You know, we need to get involved at the grassroots level. Get behind the candidates you support. I'm not just talking about myself. Get behind the candidates you support. Believe in them, work for them. Don't let it be up to the highest bidder and the person who can raise the most money.
I.e. Rollins Blake.
So Jody, here's a question for you. When you sit now and you've made this stance that you're going to run and you're going to be so different. Well, what are you going to do that's so different than everybody else? We're talking about the same issues that have been going on for the last 20 years. Education's bad, crime's bad. It hasn't just become terrible. This has been a long time happening. So what are you going to do that's so different?
Well, let's just talk about crime. We can't have a safe neighborhood strategy that's solely built on hiring more police officers. You can't hire more police officers
So what's your strategy?
and close recreation centers at the same time. You have to have alternatives. In this city, we close school buildings during the summer. We need to have a strategy that opens up school buildings, keeps them open so kids can go in and get out of the heat. They can use the library. We can hire college students, have 4 or 5 college students on a stipend in each school. They don't have to receive benefits. It's a low-cost way of providing some adult supervision in neighborhoods. What I'm saying is we need to have a balanced approach. This idea, and that's where, to me, leadership comes in. You know, I've heard the existing mayor say, well, maybe
Okay,
we
but wait a
don't,
minute,
maybe
Jody,
we don't need as many
But
police.
Jody, here's what I need to hear.
Yeah.
You're saying now we should not close the recreation centers. Well, it's not
Right.
just the juveniles that are criminals.
No.
What is your strategy for the rest of the criminals, and how are you going to put a holistic program together to address that?
Well, we do have to keep neighborhoods safe. I mean, you have to enforce the law. But what I'm talking about is how do you intervene in this chain? This is a cycle now. If you're not preventing young people from getting involved in crime in the first place, then you're just going to kind of perpetuate what's there now. So we've got to interrupt that chain, and it's not going to be solely enforcement. It's got to be a balance.
But crime is